All right, and we are recording.
We're recording now, yeah?
We're recording. All right. What Pedro's doing that. Welcome to another episode of Two Touch Podcast. And today we joined by two guests, Teza and Hassan. What's going on, man?
Are you
Thanks
okay?
for pulling up.
No worries, man.
Teza,
Oh.
always.
Pleasure to be back.
So last one, before we finish off and move on to the next segment, Arsenal will break Chelsea's record for the least goals conceded in a Premier League season. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
How many did we conceded now? It's only like 3, isn't
We've
it?
only
Yeah,
conceded
three.
3 in 10 games.
And Chelsea conceded 15.
Yeah.
In 38. Ooh.
I disagree with that one. And there's a reason why for that. Now that everyone knows how Arsenal is playing, and I think right now, because Arsenal have had a brilliant start, they've always had their teams. But now you look at, let's say example, Man City now. You look at Liverpool when they get back into form. You look at Newcastle, Brighton, Brentford. Or once there's teams that they got into that full managed squad or like done their analysis about Arsenal, how to defend those set pieces or even how to blast them on attacks. Because example this season now, Liverpool beat Arsenal on a set piece from a free kick from Szoboszlai. I went to watch that game and that was a brilliant finish. But like Arsenal can't keep this momentum going, saying, oh yeah, we're going to win every single game now, we're going to win the league, this and this. I think somehow, after the African Nations, one or two things will happen. Arsenal will start to drop points because there's a lot of experience of players coming in during the transfer window that will actually show how well they can play and actually beat that defence as well. Because you understand as well, Arsenal defence is relying on 2 players. Right now, you've got Saliba and then you've got Gabriel as well.
I don't know about the 2 players though.
Yeah. I'll be
Because
honest.
think of it, they're right back right now.
Timber.
He's the best right back in
Timber's
the
a
league,
right,
though.
yeah. Him and Reece James are probably close.
Yeah, I think Arsenal, just to go off that point, I don't think they actually rely on individuals. I think the
it's a
team.
system.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a team
System,
performance.
like-
That's
Team
what I'm
But,
saying.
such a thing.
but let's say example, those players gets injured during the African
I
Nations
still think
or
they've got
even
too much
international
strength in
duty as
depth.
well.
But the thing is, Arsenal don't have
Don't
any
have
players
any
going
African-
to the African
Yeah, they
Nations.
don't, yeah.
That's the difference. They actually don't.
Yeah, like to be fair, I think Arsenal are probably going to concede less. Because remember, I think we had this discussion before, and I said for them, I think it's about keeping everyone out first, and then work out the solution as the game goes.
And the solution is the free
exactly.
kicks, corner
However, they
kicks,
may
so-
concede less, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee them a trophy. I know it sounds like I'm contradicting myself.
No, I get what you're saying.
I mean,
Like,
we all
that's
know.
what I
I mean, realistically, we all know they're battle jobs, isn't it? They're gonna drop it. No, because when you look at it, the last couple of seasons now, they've always conceded. Like when they progress well during the season, they always mess up between the end of December or beginning of February.
Yeah.
It's always been like that the last couple of seasons as well because they start to drop points. I think their ego goes towards their head. They get thumped against Brighton or they'll get thumped against, you know, things
I
like
said it at the
But
start.
I also
Yeah,
think
yeah.
though that
But also they've
Arsenal
been very
squad
lucky this
season's
season.
Yeah, I think
completely
they're
different.
The thing is, they've been very lucky this season. They've been very lucky in terms of some of their games.
I don't know about that.
Because when you look at it, City should have won. When you look at that game,
Nah, City came to.
no.
park the
When you
bus.
look at it, all they got was a Gabriel Martinelli finish in the 90th minute, or like between the 80th to 90th minute. That was a very lucky coming from a bad defense that should come
Yeah,
in.
but
through
Liverpool scored 5 goals in 87 plus minutes, so you could have been
that. Yeah,
on
but
like.
I'm saying no.
question us.
But I'm
It's
saying.
not-
But you could be
It's
12
in our
points
culture.
less.
Yeah.
It's in our culture.
Yeah.
Like, don't
Nah,
question
just
it.
Culture, you know.
Yeah, for me, just on the point in terms of Arsenal conceding less, I solely think they might do it only because there's not enough goals in the Premier League at the moment.
That's true.
If we look at the players, the teams at the moment, Chelsea not got an out-and-out striker. The goals are coming from like Concede or you said midfield. United struggling. I can't see United penetrating that Arsenal defence. And if they do, they'll probably get 1 goal. But when you go down the league now, you see teams like who Arsenal playing next, or who played previously like Burnley. Burnley, they're not going to score against that.
The thing is, the reason why I agree with that and the reason why I think Arsenal have a chance, I don't know whether they'll, because 15 goals is,
It's insane.
that's incredible.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What
What
Chelsea did
strikers
that
were
was
back then because 15 goals, or is
Bro,
it just
everyone-
Chelsea were too good?
Chelsea were too
But
good.
then again,
Everyone-
No, but
compared to
that
the
Jose
gap in the
Mourinho era was just unreal. Like no one could actually get through that.
All right, here's a question for you guys.
Go on.
Oh, so sorry,
In terms of
Teza, for the
defence.
last-
No, go
sorry,
for it,
bro.
go
If
for
you're
it.
going to land, go on.
Okay, yeah, so I was going to say, because I was looking at United scoring goals yesterday. So top goal scorers in the league currently Man City on 20. Liverpool are close behind 18. Arsenal 18. And then you've got 14, and then Newcastle, and then you've got United, Bournemouth, and not Palace, but Brighton. Chelsea on 18 as well. So you got City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea. Then you got United, Bournemouth, Brighton. I think Newcastle 17. So it's not a big gap. The biggest gap is Arsenal have only considered 3. So if they continue on this vein of form and times it by 4, which is roughly. Arsenal on course to conceding 12 goals. Which that they have to continue this vein though. They only conceded 1 shot on target in 5 games in the whole of October. 1 shot on target, all competitions. Atletico beat them, all the other teams in October. So when I look at that and I'm thinking, that's not even chances. That's 1 shot on target. That's that. Do you know what I mean?
I think they can do it.
That is.
But that's what I'm saying is that defense is that good at the minute now. But all it takes is that one team to knock down their confidence, and it could be any team we talk about. Let's look at example Liverpool now. They were top of the league literally before September. From that point, when they started losing to teams like Galatasaray, and they started losing literally from that point, their point dipped, because for Liverpool to be losing away to Galatasaray, then to lose to Crystal Palace, then to start losing, further and further and
but
further
the difference
to United
with
as well.
Liverpool and Arsenal though, Arsenal's team, Liverpool have bought 5-6 new players.
Arsenal's team have been together.
Arsenal's team have been together and they've just added to it.
And they know
and they know, and they played Brighton in the EFL, and their second choice back 4 is better than most teams in the league. Lewis Skelly, White, Mosquera, Hincapié, and I looked at that and I was like, Hincapié was in the trouble winning. Unbeaten.
So mentality is there already.
Ben White has been a pop before Timber came. Ben White was the leading right back for Arsenal. Lewis Skelly broke through last season, and then you've got Mosquera, who was a starter at like 20 or 19 years of age in La Liga. So defensively, I think it's a lot. It's a lot because I think Arsenal will go far in competitions. And it's like, as you were saying, to win competitions, you've got to score goals.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but one thing you have to realise as well, Arsenal hasn't actually been properly tested. That's one thing you can say. Because the only team that they've only tested realistically this season has been City and Liverpool.
But
when you got to think of it like that,
had like 15 shots against them.
But when you look at it now, after December, Arsenal are going to have a hard fixture coming up. They're going to have week in, week out with tough teams to come.
But they've had their hard run.
No, but
if you look at
they played United, City, Liverpool.
Not played Chelsea.
They played Newcastle.
Not played Chelsea.
Yeah, but Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Sorry to Chelsea.
Well, Chelsea. I'll be honest. I'm defending Chelsea. Chelsea. I'll be honest. When
you think they'll win the league?
I don't.
You did. Did he say he used the heat empty?
Hey.
You know what I'm going to say now? Here's my hot take.
He's a secret Chelsea fan, you know. That's why he's got the.
Here's my hot take though. I think if Arsenal mess up after the African Nations, I think one or two teams will actually go ahead to win it. It's either City or Liverpool.
The only thing is though, Arsenal don't lose any players.
No, but see, that's the thing. For
and
me,
they bring back 5
and
players.
you know what's funny as well?
Arsenal,
Liverpool are losing Salah.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah, but one thing is as well, Liverpool actually have easier fixtures during the African Nations period. They got Leeds. They still got Burnley to play.
Brentford was easy.
No, but Brentford though. Yeah. No, but I'm saying though, compare Brentford to Leeds, you still got Wolves to play. You still got teams like that.
I don't think you can look at the fixtures. I think you could
Arsenal still have
momentum.
Arsenal still have Chelsea to play.
Exactly.
Momentum there. This is a question I want to ask.
If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure they got some very hard Champions League games as well to come up with the
question that I wanted to put to you guys. Obviously, Chelsea, Arsenal, the defence. Are you taking Chelsea's defence, 05, or are you taking the current Arsenal defence?
I take Arsenal's defence. Yeah.
Oh, it's a good one actually.
No, just like I'd say Arsenal just because they've got defenders in abundance.
No, I actually think Chelsea got better
individuals.
Yeah.
Like it's two ways of looking.
I don't know, because that was a serious defence.
That's a serious defence.
Because you have Paulo Ferreira, you had Ricardo Carvalho, John Terry, Ashley Cole, William Gallas, Wayne Bridge.
One thing
would they get in that team now? In Arsenal's team now?
Well, it's
No, I think
I'm
Arsenal
trying to
defense
think.
is just perfect the way that it is.
Yeah.
But what I was saying earlier about the teams at the fixtures that Arsenal have to come up with against now, they've got away to Sunderland, they've got a derby match against Spurs, they've got Bayern Munich and then Chelsea. So the amount of teams that they're going to be coming up against,
I think they beat all of them. I'm not going to
I
lie.
think beating Bayern Munich,
Bro,
the way that they are
think
playing
Bayern
right
Munich
now.
are okay.
I hear it, but
Am I the only one who thinks they're not going to do anything? They'll win the German
Yeah, I
league.
don't think they'll win the
But when it
Champions
comes to Champions League, they always bottom.
I think Arsenal are going to lose to Bayern Munich. Here's my take now.
Who's
So
at
it's
home?
now. It's at home to Arsenal.
Yeah, Arsenal gonna beat
but
Bayern.
what I'm saying is,
Trauma's
no,
gonna
but
set
no, I'm
in.
saying right now, Elise is going to do some dirty tricks against Arsenal.
We'll see.
we'll see.
But even then, you look at it, Harry Kane's on fire. He's literally scored 26
Harry
goals.
Kane's been being on fire for the past how many years?
You're telling me right now that Harry Kane
scores against Arsenal.
Yeah.
He does do that, but he ain't. I don't think he bothers them.
Yeah, but
in
you got
that sense.
Musiala going to be coming back as well. You've got Harry Kane, you've got Elise, you've got Luis Diaz as well. Luis Diaz is known to be bullying against Arsenal in Premier League matches. And you tell me right now,
I think Bayern are the perfect type of team to play against Arsenal because they're going to go, we'll play you and we'll beat you.
Arsenal
And
just
then
gonna
they'll give them a
run set
bit,
pieces.
well that, but there'll be a little bit more space for Arsenal.
Yeah.
And
but
it'll
Arsenal
be
have got a short window as well, how many games they have to prepare themselves as well.
So you
Literally
think
got
that's why
2
they've got
days,
strength in depth.
3 days from Arsenal versus Spurs to literally going into a Champions League game, then to go straight to play against Chelsea. It's literally that level when you see it there like that. Arsenal will start to get too much fatigue from their players when you're playing high intensity games like that. Week in, week out, 2 games a week.
Do you know the only person?
It's going to be hard to do that.
Do you know the only person who could be a massive hindrance to that is Arteta. Arteta needs to start managing his players better because we've seen in
I
past
think he is
years.
this season.
Yeah, this season I
Yeah.
think he's learned. Because in past years he's played
Overplayed,
Saka unnecessary. He's played some of his defence like Saliba unnecessary. So he needs, between them fixtures, he needs to manage his team better. But I think they've bought well this summer because some of the players they can compensate for now.
Yeah.
The
The only
rest
problem
of
is
them-
as soon as their attack, one of their attackers gets injured, you got to understand Saka can be injury prone. You look at Gabriel
But
Martinelli.
they didn't miss him when he was injured for 3 weeks.
Yeah, but they lost 2 games though. They lost against Liverpool and then they lost against Thingy as well. So you look at it, Saka's a main influence in that Arsenal squad.
I think
so is
Gyökeres
Rice.
is a bigger
When
miss than Saka.
Rice is missing,
Really?
Yeah. Because if Havertz is not available, Gyökeres is injured, who do you put? I know you're Martinelli's biggest fan.
Nah, I'm
but
not
he's
his biggest
never Trossard can, but it depends.
No, it's like, I feel like it depends how long you have to play him for.
I think though, in honesty, Arsenal, the way that they're currently doing now, I think they probably will either go to that point where they'll have 17 goals conceded or 18, I think, because I think it's just the way that they're playing now. It's brilliant, but they tend to lose the ball a lot as well. Let's say, example, you have Rice as well playing it when he drops it back. Timber sometimes, he's known to be making a lot of mistakes last season. Even this season as well, he's been a little bit shaky as well. And you get a team that's high pressing him straight away.
Nah, not in Timber.
Like,
Is that point?
Timber's been the best
you know
fullback
what?
in
I
the
think,
league.
like personally, I think Arsenal are going to do a similar season to the Invincible, but they're going to draw a lot. Because I feel like if...
Do you think they'll win the league?
I said they'd win it, but I said I'll see in January if they can actually keep it up, if that makes sense.
I don't think so.
But my prediction was Arsenal are going to win it, but they're going to concede less, but they might draw a lot of games because they're thinking protection first. And if like a team, let me say, is playing against Arsenal,
But you know when you say they're going to draw a lot of games,
Yeah.
where's that coming from though?
that's coming from how sheltered they are. Okay, for example,
this season
look
they
at,
just won 5 in a row in the league.
yeah, they've won 5 in a row. Okay, for example, the Palace game. Palace could have drew that game easily because Arsenal scored and then there was an element of let's protect what we have.
But the thing is, they do, and then they
Parking
don't
the bus.
concede any.
Harambo.
Exactly. But like all it takes is someone to beat them at their own game, get a corner or score a wonder goal like Liverpool did. Do you know
I
what
think
mean?
that-
But is that enough goals for them to accumulate 15 in a season?
No, I think Arsenal are going to concede less. Ultimately, I'm saying they're going to concede less.
I think they'll equal it. I'll be bold and
I don't
say
think
they'll
so.
equal it.
I don't think so.
All right, let's go around the table. Do you
Just
think they break it?
Because I think they'll equal it. I think it'll be 15.
Okay, 15.
Because I can only go based on what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
So from what I've seen, team are going 6 games, conceding 1 shot on target.
Yeah, and I told you about the quality of the Premier League. Right now, I don't see enough teams scoring that many goals this season.
It is, but the thing is, we've seen Arsenal get. They're built on a defensive foundation, and they've got better defensively as years have gone. So I'm thinking, unless, as you mentioned before, Gabriel is out for a long time and Timber, but now they've built a squad where they've got players who can come in. So
you know, a clever thing Arteta did as well when he bought Mascara. Okay, he sat Saliba out in some games where Saliba maybe had like a niggle. That's giving that player that confidence.
Whereas normally they would have played him
in like cup matches and stuff like that, but he knows he can play in the Premier League now. But swiftly moving on, people. So you think they'll?
I think they'll equal at 15. I'm just gonna be bold and say.
I think they'll concede less.
Oh wow!
I think they'll concede more.
I think
we'll find out at the end of the season.
They'll beat it and they'll win the league as well. It pains me to say.
Change your mind.
Yeah. Hey. All right. So in terms of this segment,